I began creating interactive virtual worlds back in the mid-90s. At that point, I already had a strong background in traditional narrative. And from that point on, the dream of converging live performance with computational power to lift story up beyond its physical limitations, beyond linear time, tangible objects. That became my North Star. Now, to get there, I would need to navigate quite a few different industries. I'd go from the tech industries to media companies, software development companies, production houses, research. For me, all of these came together with a very clear understanding of what the future of narrative looks like. I had a friend ask me, with all that bouncing around, didn't you feel kind of lost? Like a creator without a tribe? No, I didn't. It never crossed my mind professionally. I was always with my storytellers, whether we were working with programs or performers or participants. I did, however, feel lost in my personal life occasionally. Searching for meaning, not sure where to go. And when that happened, I wouldn't put on a virtual reality headset. I'd go to the theater. So in 2008, I found myself in a very dark place in my life. I was reeling from an abusive marriage. My friends and family were scattered all across the globe. I had a new baby. So on my first night out, I went to the theater, a black box theater in Midtown Manhattan. Performing that night were Broadway's understudies, standbys, and swings. They were doing pieces that they might not ever get to play on stage, but in that theater, they were filling it with the most incredible talent, followed by the most horrific stories of being booed on stage, missing choreography because they didn't have a chance to rehearse. I walked out of that theater into the dark night, but for me, it was a bright new world. I would spend the next 4 years directing a documentary called The Standbys. I would spend many more years after that navigating the New York City divorce court system. It takes a while to untangle ourselves from the reality we think we've built. I think that maybe theater finds itself right now in not quite so dissimilar a situation of entanglement. Business models built on packed houses that now sit empty. Actors trained to perform for the back row. Now at home, the lights are dark. Where is theater to go when it's lost so much? Not necessarily because of outside forces, even maybe when we're searching for creative inspiration. Where's the light? 3 things happened when I left that black box theater that night. 3 things that you can do right now that do not involve technology, although I sincerely believe that today's technology can be the light for tomorrow's theater. But these 3 things are: diversify your relationships, look to the future, create something new. Let's take a look at each of those. All right, so diversify your relationships. Kindred spirits all over the world are creating new types of story, new types of characters. They're doing it in computational academia, where papers are flooding in, combining storytelling and AI, and frankly, they need the bright minds of Broadway to figure out how to actually do that. You might be familiar with the drama departments of CMU, USC, Yale, NYU. Did you know that they also have entertainment technology centers, blended reality labs, future reality labs? Academia for me is a bellwether. You can go there, see what's coming down the line, check out some of the prototypes, see what we can be excited about in the future, if anything we can use right now. But even outside of academia, when we look at film festivals, they are featuring the new frontiers. Social media is becoming the concert houses of yesterday. And if you look at escape rooms, They're doing some really neat stuff with narrative and game design. When we diversify our relationships, we build a support network so that when things don't work out the way that we planned, maybe we have a new perspective on how to move forward. Look to the future. Right now, our audiences are adapting technology at an accelerated pace. Grandparents that would normally be sitting in the Schubert are at home, becoming Zoom pros and TikTok stars. The other night, I was actually with a couple hundred other people navigating a virtual house with live performers in it that were responding to our chat commentary in real time. And my son, who grew up on a healthy dose of soul-saving theater, now has to communicate with his friends through devices and technology. The future might not look like the past, and that's okay. Create something new. You won't be alone. In a galaxy far, far away in Orlando, Florida, you can be part of the resistance or the First Order, and that'll change your experience. Performers in France are in motion capture suits, becoming animated characters in headsets all across the world. Theaters in Japan motion tracked their dancers so that they could, in real time, perform with projected characters through a game engine that was in the theater. When we create something new, something awesome happens. When we take action, the darkness starts to fade away as we build our new reality. And that shines the light for other people to come with us. These three things might seem easy, but they're deeply personal. And yes, even the most formidable of institutions can move on, marriage or Broadway. Now, I have the most incredible partner. Supportive, empowering, caring. My son is a funny and kind teenager, and we have a new baby in our family. It's my hope that tonight, when I walk out of this theater, it's your turn to walk into a bright new world. Thank you.